it's a community effort. And that's why it's called Community Food Bank, is because that's what it's about, is being a community and growing together.
As you walk through the doors of the Community Food Bank of Grand Junction, you are walking into more than just a pantry. You're walking into a holistic socioeconomic initiative with deep roots in the Grand Valley. Founded in 1978, the Community Food Bank began in the basement of the First Presbyterian Church in partnership with other local parishes. From day one, nutrition services were available to anyone who needed them. As the community's nutrition needs grew, so did the pantry's need for space. The organization moved from location to location across Grand Junction until Executive Director Alicia Wenger changed the trajectory of the Community Food Bank.
This work is really personal to me. So my mom's side of the family lived here, and my mom's side of the family, we were food insecure. So I have a real deep understanding of the Valley. I was the first full-time employee, so I was hired in January of 2020, which was, little did I know, an auspicious time to be hired for a food pantry program. Then COVID hit 60 days after I was hired, and so we really hit the ground running.
With the pandemic came a large increase in the community's need for nutrition support. More food meant more storage, something the pantry didn't have. Through a capital campaign, funds were raised to purchase the larger building the Community Food Bank is housed in today. While many community members were able to pick up nutrition boxes in person at the pantry, a creative solution was needed for those who could not.
At first, when the pandemic hit, was when the delivery program started, in response to so many of these vulnerable populations being homebound for the first time in their lives. There was this gap. And so we started by partnering strategically with other organizations, providing a food package for those households.
As the pandemic wound down and in-person operations began to return, the Community Food Bank reassessed its nutrition distribution model.
When we reopened the building, we switched to what's called a choice pantry model. So folks come in, they get a shopping cart and walk through the pantry just like the grocery store and choose the foods that they can use. But a secondary function of it is that it does help prevent food waste.
Reducing food waste has become a pillar of the Community Food Bank. In addition to the choice pantry model, volunteers make weekly rounds to collect excess grocery items from local stores. These items are then added to the pantry for neighbors in need, a need that has not slowed down.
We doubled pretty much our service during COVID, and then since then it's doubled again.
Understanding that nutrition is typically just one of many socioeconomic challenges an individual is facing, the Community Food Bank expanded to include resource navigation staff.
So resource navigation is like this huge umbrella term that is basically describing connecting people to resources in one fashion or another. And that creates a very natural resource navigation process such that it does help, one, build a little bit of that community trust, create connections in a one-stop shop kind of situation so that people aren't having to then further seek out, make more phone calls, show up to places that maybe they don't understand how they set appointments or whatever. So they're getting to really have that first name basis touch point with someone in person. We've had a number of community agencies join us, and it's been invaluable. I feel like we've been very fortunate in that the time that we have spent here at the Community Food Bank since we really started this resource navigation program, by virtue of being bilingual, it has really facilitated that community trust once more to a portion of the community that often maybe doesn't trust for good reasons.
Out of resource navigation was born a broader vision for providing career and small business development in Mesa County, a program area called Engagement and Empowerment.
It is this new scope of work geared towards being able to lift up different members of the community and setting up programs that are going to allow us to improve the quality of services that are offered by organizations like ours, and be able to offer people the tools that they need to essentially come out by themselves and develop their leadership skills and their businesses, and overall understanding what possibilities are afforded to them in the community in which we live in.
From nutrition support services and food waste reduction to bilingual resource navigation and empowering local businesses to grow, the Community Food Bank truly is more than just a pantry.
We could be here all day describing every single thing and every single person and the things they have done for us.
Pienso que es algo que realmente todos debemos apoyar, especialmente en nuestra comunidad latina. No tenemos que tener pena, no tenemos que tener miedo, porque todo el personal es un personal muy amable, siempre te hacen sentir bien, siempre contestan tus preguntas y siempre están ahí para ayudarnos.
I've referred community food bank to several people, and I just tell them, you know, you can go there, you don't feel ashamed, everybody's friendly, you can come and pick what you want.
I'm gonna cry. Not only is it the food, and that's nice and that's a blessing and that helps, but the friendships for me is the impact.